Sup my lovely bushes, welcome back to the channel. This is a video review of Biscuit, All Might, and Kaiba, the first DLC pack for Jump Force, and it's kind of a frustrating video for me to make because I cannot edit videos today for some reason. My computer just crashes every time I start editing. So I had a whole plan, laid out. So I was going to review Bisky with player matches, then All Might with player matches, then Kaiba with player matches. But instead, I gotta do this one thing. I'm gonna record it in one take, so sorry if I stutter, sorry if I don't have my thoughts super organized, but know that I have tried out these characters. I've went into player matches with them. I've labbed a decent time with all these characters, and I've got some pretty solid thoughts on all of them. And we're gonna start with Biscuit. Bisky here is the strongest character of the 3 DLC characters. First of all, her rush attacks have 2 strong attacks in the middle. So 1, 2. The second one, as you can see, is pretty strong. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4th one is also pretty strong. The 5th one too. That blows people away, but that's usually the case. What that means is that if you go for 1, 2, 3 and switch to strong attacks, sometimes it won't drop. You just saw it there not dropping, but sometimes it will. Oh, I see. If you delay the strong attack a little bit, it doesn't drop. I guess Blackbeard is big and it always works. But anyway, I wouldn't recommend going for strong attacks after the 3rd rush attack. I would recommend going after the 2nd one. Because you don't get a lot of rush attacks in there. You don't ruin your scaling too much. And you get 3 strong attacks. Then their specials are a rush attack, pretty fast, good distance, and good damage. The damage you're going to see here is not that impressive. But when paired up with the 2nd ability, 10, it becomes a lot better. 10 is a buff. It buffs your physical damage and your physical resistance. This buff lasts for the entire round. It does not run out. The entire round. So that means when you start the round, 1 bar of meter to buff yourself up, you're set. You're set for the entire round afterwards. And now everything just deals more damage. Yeah. After you buff yourself up, you can spend your buff with Ko, so the same button. And that's also a devastating attack. Probably her most damaging attack, but I like keeping my buff, personally. And then the last one is a parry. So we're gonna have to tell the CPU to attack us, and hopefully he lands an attack. Well, let's see. Didn't parry in time. He's not gonna attack me. It will actually parry special attacks. That attack, it will be parried. I don't think this would be parried. It doesn't parry projectiles either, but it parries every type of like close range attack. This would be parried, but I didn't time it correctly. Come on. Grabs. It also doesn't parry grabs. Please. Oh my god. Alright, reset. Come on, Jojo. I can't cut this, so it's kind of awkward. This is what no editing does to you. I haven't had this during player matches. It's not a frame 1 activation. Blackbeard just interrupted me out of it. There we go. After the parry, you can even follow up with strong attacks. He switched character, but even if he didn't, I could follow up with strong attacks. Come on. Oh, that goes through. I actually didn't know. We're learning something. Oh, please. There we go. And strong attacks. It's beautiful. It's a great parry, so now if you pair that up with her other stuff, she becomes kind of a devastating character. Obviously, if you parry with this, then you're already dealing more damage just from the heavy attacks alone. And this is like a really basic combo. Just 3 heavy attacks into her special. You're already dealing damage. And we're gonna take this even further beyond. Her ultimate, before we get to that, it travels so far. It is so fast. It is just spectacular. Look at this range! How insane is that? She shows a true form, punches you real hard. Decent damage. I mean, we're not awakened or anything. But yeah, you put all of that together. Bisky doesn't... how do I say this? Buff ourselves. It's better that I show you. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Assist into special. All Might actually works with Bisky pretty well. Piccolo too. But not a lot of characters do. So from here, you can go for another special. This is a combo that I go for a lot of the times, but obviously it's 4 bars of meter. It's a lot, but it's very good damage. It's more than 50%, which means it's a 2-touch match for you. You touch him twice, your opponent is dead. If you go into Awakening, assist special. Now we could get more complicated after the assist, but it actually doesn't deal that much more damage. It's much simpler to just go into Awakening here. But like I said, not every assist is going to work with Bisky for these types of combos because of that cinematic hit. So you're going to have to come to the lab, but man, that's damage. Wow. You're going to have to come to the lab to figure out what assists work with her, what assists don't. And yeah, that's Bisky. I think she's the best one of the 3, honestly. She just has insane damage. You can make your opponent scared by using the parry, scared of attacking, obviously. And she's got great normals. Like, a lot of the times when people were escaping, if they pressed any buttons, they would just get caught in her heavy attacks. Because her heavy attacks actually advance quite a bit. Look at this. This is just her strong attack. It advances quite a bit. So if someone uses an escape, there's a very good chance that you'll just catch them with a heavy attack. Charged heavy, also very good. Like, it just advances a lot. It's great. She's great. That said, I don't think any of the DLC characters are bad. All Might might be the worst, but I still think like he's a solid mid-tier. When your opponent is blocking, for instance, something that it's catching a lot of players now because they don't know there's an unblockable, because his third special, the Oklahoma Smash, is an unblockable. So when you're just here, you cancel randomly into this. Doesn't matter if you're blocking or not. Off you go. All Might, unlike Bisky, actually works with most of the cast. He is someone who is not very picky about his assists. So All Might's combo, you know, his heavy attacks switch sides. His rush attacks have this ora combo built into them. And for maximum damage, you actually want that ora. And now you go into Carolina Smash. Carolina Smash into assists. This is why a lot of assists just work with All Might. Because you can actually just call the assist after the Carolina Smash. Kaiba's assist is a beam, in case you hadn't noticed. It's kind of like a Kamehameha, honestly. So we go for the ora. I messed up, sorry. Let's do this again. 2, 3, 4. Carolina Smash. Assist. And we kind of start over. 1, 2, 3. Carolina Smash. Into Detroit Smash. Now, what is this Detroit Smash? You punch the ground, and there's a big hurricane that comes out. You can hit them with the hurricane, or if you're close enough, you'll actually trigger the cinematic. I don't think the cinematic attack is any good. Here's why. The damage it deals is not that different, and if you want to throw an ultimate, it actually misses. But if you hit them with the far away version, you're golden. It actually lands. United States of Smash. That said, United States of Smash might be one of All Might's weakest tools. I think as an ultimate attack, it actually doesn't deal that much damage. So I'm going to do Awakened combos without the ultimate, and then I'm going to do the same combo but with the ultimate at the end. Carolina. Assist. Into 4 rush attacks. Detroit Smash. And that's half of his health, right? It's pretty good. Now Awaken. Same combo, but with an ultimate at the end. 4 rush attacks. Carolina Smash. 1, 2, 3, 4. Detroit Smash. Ultimate. Look at the damage that this ultimate is dealing. It feels like chip damage almost. Obviously, it deals more damage than without the ultimate itself, but was it worth it? That's like, I don't know, 20% more damage out of an awakened ultimate. I mean, if it kills the character, obviously, that's going to be worth it for sure. But I feel like his ultimate damage is really, really low. And I think he also struggles with zoners a bit. If I'm being honest, like Carolina Smash, it does travel quite a bit. But a lot of his attacks, they kind of stop midway. You know, if you're really far away, they don't have the best reach. This, obviously, not a lot of reach. This, obviously, not a lot of reach. I mean, this one is an unblockable. For an unblockable, it actually travels quite a bit. But yeah, All Might's ultimate damage kind of, and struggling with zoners kind of puts him in the middle to high tier in the Jump Force tier list, I think. It can still be a lot of fun, for sure. Next, we're going to look at Kaiba. Before we look at Kaiba, actually, Bisky's assist is really good. Just want to show it. This thing has really good reach. And notice that once Bisky rushes into Blackbeard, she's going to stun him a little bit, and then she's going to punch him. So, like, if you're not blocking by the time she reaches you, you're going to get caught by this. Look at this range. And actually, it's not that hard to rush in with a lot of characters and just confirm into some combos. Kaiba's not the best character for this, but we're going to try. Kaiba's abilities. He's got the Kamehameha. He's got a rush attack that is so oppressive because Kaiba does not rush himself. Blue Eyes rushes the target. So Kaiba's fine. Kaiba's just zoning you. And he zones you with a rush attack from Blue Eyes. And then he's got an ability that's similar to Yugi's Draw, which is called My Turn, which has 3 random abilities. First one, Shadow Spell. This is blockable. You can block this, no problem, but you cannot sidestep it because the area is too big. If you try to sidestep it, you're going to get caught. And that's part of his mind game, actually. Because this one is unblockable. This one you have to sidestep. So players kind of have to react to your stuff. Once you pull out a draw card, they have to react to either sidestep or block. This one, it's not the easiest thing in the world to sidestep. It is possible. But if you block it or don't, Kaiba just gets in for free. So Kaiba's game plan is a lot of zoning. He's a pretty good zoner, actually. Like, this is a good beam. You can actually charge it for more damage. And then he's got that rush attack, which is super oppressive. With Kaiba, you're kind of just giving up the neutral because you got to be ready for whatever's coming. So you got to be blocking, you got to be doing a lot of stuff. This dragon sometimes blocks your view, so you can't always see what you're blocking, but I feel like the camera is pretty well zoomed out for Kaiba, so it's not as big of a problem as I thought. Definitely not as big as a problem as Blackbeard. So what's Kaiba's game plan? Oh, by the way, his ultimate, Blue Eyes just flies forward. It's a pretty good rush activation too. Very good range. Beautiful. So, Kaiba's game plan, if you are starting with a draw, it's not as useless as Yugi, I feel like. Yugi, sometimes you buff yourself twice in a row, which is lame. Like, Kaiba has nothing like that. Kaiba can spam draw and always get something good. And it's up to you as a player to react to whatever the draw gives you. So, I'm going to get draw, and we're going to see what comes out. Okay, this is an ability that allows me to get in and combo for free. Right? You start a combo from the orbs. Easy enough. If he blocks, you start a block string. Like, you just start your own pressure. Next. This one, you have to confirm into an assist. This is where Bisky is not the best assist for Kaiba, but I'm going to keep trying my best to confirm into that. If you have a Piccolo, for instance, like, that's super easy. But he doesn't recover from Shadow Spell super fast, so he cannot confirm into combos from that by himself. He needs the assist there. Alright, we're gonna try again. I think if I just shoot a beam, I might be good. Oh! We're getting a third attempt at this. Cannot confirm. Anyway. This one just starts the combo. Easy enough. This combo is pretty bad. Because this last rush ability is 2 bars a meter, and look at the damage it deals. At this point, the scaling is too high. You kind of don't want to do that. But that's pretty good damage, and we're not even awakened yet. So we're going to awaken and see what happens with the draw ability. So just draw. Okay. I messed up. Messed up because Bisky is really not the best assist for Kaiba. That's the unblockable. That's what keeps them on their toes. They either get hit and fall straight to the ground, which means you keep your distance. This is where Kaiba wants to play. He wants to play from a distance. So you keep your distance, you're good. If not, they sidestepped. I mean, it's pretty hard to punish you from there anyway. They just avoided the damage. You spent the meter, which is bad for you, but it's not a terrible place to be. I wanted to awaken before throwing that. Awaken. Draw. And we get in for free. If he blocks, we start a block string and start a pressure. If he doesn't, the combo dropped. Let's do this again. I'm gonna get this with Biscuit. Don't worry. Draw. That's the unblockable. You're good. Just keep your distance. Can you fully charge? No, you can't fully charge the beam. I wanted to try it out. I wanted to try out fully charging the beam. Okay, I shouldn't be labbing right now, making a video that I can't cut later. 2, 3. Assist. And the dragon will follow him pretty well. No! He really tried there. You saw it. I think it might be time to switch to Piccolo. Piccolo is not the only one that works with Kaiba. You can, it can work with a lot of other assists too. But I'm gonna go Piccolo for simplicity's sake. By the way, I really recommend All Might with Kenshiro. He just works great. Kenshiro locks the mobility gauge from the opponent after doing the Carolina Smash. And that combo just becomes super, super easy to execute. That's tech from the Samey, by the way. I wanna give him credit. Twitch.tv/thesamey, I think. Yeah, he's the one that discovered that. Piccolo. And a random at the end. Back to the World Tournament stage, where we've been labbing all this stuff. Brand new stage. I was wondering how they were gonna do this stage, because the World Tournament stage is square, right? And all the arenas in Jump Force are round. So I was wondering, how are they gonna... Are they gonna make a square stage? No, they just made this one round too, which is kind of a boring solution, but I think the stage itself looks kind of nice. And this, I think this is like the Roman Colosseum, right? That's the mix they did. Colosseum in Rome. Yeah, I think it kind of looks like that. Been there twice, I think. Okay. So, awaken, draw, and we'll see what happens. 1, 2, 3. Easy confirm, right? Super easy confirm. Into Obelisk. That's really good damage. Could you spend more meter? Maybe. But Kaiba can't actually go from, I don't know, the beam, for instance, into his ultimate. It misses. every special into ultimate with Kaiba misses, which makes him kind of weaker, but I think he's got enough tools for zone. Oh, we've already done that one. And I forgot to awaken. Go again. We've done this one. We're looking for Shadow Realm. Oh, Shadow Spell. From here, you can go into combo or into ultimates. Let's try ultimates. Shadow Spell? Yeah! 1, 2, 3. Bring it! And that's kind of it for this DLC. Hope you now have an idea of what these characters do, or what they can do, what their potential is in Jump Force. Personally, Bisky, definitely the best one. All of them deal good damage, but Bisky is off the charts. Bisky deals insane damage. With or without Awakening, she's just really, really good. All Might is kind of a standard character. He's okay. You can play him if you want. If you really like All Might, don't feel bad about playing him. He's not a bad character as far as Jump Force standards go. And Kaiba is a much better Yugi, if I'm being honest. His draw ability, like, every time I press draw, I don't feel like I'm gonna waste a bar of meter, because there's always something I can do. This is probably the worst one, but because it is unblockable, like, the opponent just kind of has to keep guessing what's gonna come out of the draw. They can't just block, because they know everything you throw is gonna be safe to block. No. And with Yugi, I think the thing was, you either get the arrows, which was the good outcome, you get the blades, which was like an easy sidestep, or you buff yourself. So whenever you saw Yugi do draw, all you needed to do was sidestep, and you covered all the possibilities. With this guy, you kind of have to react to what he's doing, and sometimes it's hard because, like, he'll be this size over here, and you don't really know what he's doing. And he's gonna throw you with stuff. I don't know if the orbs hit. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. So he's got really, really good ranging options. He just zones you to death. And if you get a little bit closer, the dragon catches you with Rush. So yeah, he's a very good zoner. They all deal good damage. Bisky takes the crown for me. And apologies, but my editing software is freaking out. Actually, it's not the editing software, it's my hard drive. I need to look into this. Thank you for your patience. Hope you appreciate this review. I think, yeah, they are good additions to Jump Force. None of them are broken. They're all decent characters, like none of them are trash. There's a reason to play each one of these characters if you're a fan, obviously. Like, I'm not a big fan of Kaiba, but I can recognize his value here. Like, he's a good zoner. And there's not a lot like him. Even though his gimmick is similar to Yugi, he behaves completely different. And to me, that's a good DLC. Because they picked up a concept that was already familiar to Jump Force players, but they made a very different character from it. Bisky, with her buff gimmick, is awesome. She deals a lot of damage. I don't think she's broken, by the way. But I do think she has, like, competitive potential. I know Jump Force isn't competitive, but if you want to grind that ranked, I think Bisky is going to be your best choice. The only more... yeah, I don't know. The more boring sort of DLC character in this pack is All Might, because it's just kind of standard. He doesn't really do anything we haven't seen before. That said, he's decent. He's reliable. He's solid. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I'll be back with edited videos later. Hopefully. Yeah. Boy.